Alright, what's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. So today I want to share with you guys how I was able to catch about $820 on my 450k top step accounts trading live here on YouTube for absolutely free. Now, the reason I trade live for free on YouTube every single day and how the people on YouTube were able to catch the exact same position is because I spoke through the entire process, the entire time of executing the position to managing my stop loss to taking my profit as well. Now, I sell a service in the trading industry that I'm extremely passionate about and proud of what I have built. And hopefully some of you guys do take the leap into joining the community. But before you do so, it's very important for me to prove myself and prove that what I'm actually teaching and talking about actually works. And the way that I do that is by trading here live on YouTube every single day for absolutely free. So before you guys even considering joining my community or anyone else's service, make sure that they are actually doing what they say they're doing. If you want to come and join the Traders Club, make sure you come onto my YouTube, watch the live streams for a couple of weeks and see if it actually works for you and see if it's a system that you would like to adopt. And then fantastic, it'd be an absolute pleasure to have you guys part of the brand new The Traders Club, which I'm extremely passionate about and excited to share with you guys all of the success and how we've literally helped hundreds of people get funded with Top Step. So today I'm going to recap this trade that we took on stream, and at the end of the video I will show you guys a sped up version of the clip of the live stream of me executing the trade, taking my profit, and the whole reasoning behind the trade. But for now, let's jump on the charts and I'll break down this position for you guys. All right, so the trade taken here today live on our YouTube stream was executing the same trade of the plan that we take every single day, and that's all about understanding liquidity, knowing where price needs to grab before doing something else and taking advantage of that. So we came onto the charts here on Wednesday, the 12th of February, and we were looking for some downside here on gold. Now, why were we looking for some downside? Well, gold has been in this nice little pullback here after hitting all-time highs. We had a trend line which we faked out of here in the Asian session, and you guys can see pre-London we actually had this really nice grab of the highs, and then we started to break back below. Now, the most important thing here is I do not short when we are breaking out and holding above a level, because I think price is going to go down. Regardless of what I think, I have to let the market show me that, okay, cool, price is breaking out of a level that I'm trying to trade off. Amazing. I can now react to what I'm thinking. I will only ever react to what I'm thinking only once the markets show me that what I'm thinking may be correct. So as you guys can see here, we came up, we liquidated the highs, hadn't quite closed below, but as soon as this candle got back below, fantastic. This is when we were then taking the shorts. And as you guys can see, now our downside liquidity levels for the day were here and all the way back down here, but we were trying to catch a very, very large, about 60-ish tick trade. However, one thing I want to note to you guys is, although I do think that price can get down into these areas, and I think that's going to be a fantastic trade, what I think and what are going to happen are two very different things. Therefore, my trade management plan, which I share in depth in the Traders Club, is all about staying neutral and being extremely reactive to the markets, regardless of if I want price to break this level and continue pushing down. If I get short at this area, the second that price comes into this potential inverse head and shoulders reversal region, I am going to manage my position. Whether that mean I take my profits, I go to break even, I trail my targets, or I trail my stops, it doesn't matter. It's all very reactive on a trade by trade basis. So when we now drop down to the 5 minute, I'll show you guys where we got short. So this is quite an in-depth trade, all about understanding 5 minute liquidity. But this entire trade was based off the 15-minute closing below this level. And you guys can see here, the 15-minute starting to find some support. Now, even if gold is going to have another leg higher, what are we always going to do? We're always going to come down, grab previous lows before potentially taking that, before potentially having that big push back higher. So I know if I get short here on gold, we can see we're starting to reject we're coming into some port. We're very likely going to grab these lows. Therefore, when we do grab these lows, there's nothing to say this can't grab the lows, reject, and push higher. Although I would love it to break this support and keep ripping down, what I would love to happen and what are going to happen are two very different things. So now that I have this 15-minute low, on the open of the next 15-minute candle, once I get short here on gold, this has to be a low that I need to manage my position. So when I drop down to the 5-minute now, and I see this rejection, do I start jumping in longs? No, because that's what most retailers are trying to do. Why do I not start jumping in longs? Well, you're grabbing highs and closing bearish, which was a confirmation for us to go short. And this is a previous 15-minute low. So don't look at this 5-minute low and be like, why would you mark that? It's a previous 15-minute low. Now, what I was saying to the guys on stream, which you guys will see at the end of the clip, is you can see we've came up, we've grabbed the highs, beautiful push lower, and I want to see the exact same thing again in order for me to get a valid stop loss. Boom, right there. Look at that. Came up, another grab of the previous high, and this is our perfect liquidity grab continuation setup. We grab the previous 5 highs, we take sells on the flip, we manage hard stops above this high, and we have targets here and all the way down here. So as you guys can see, break-even point on this position was around 16 ticks. Management level was here at 27, and if we can ride this down even more, fantastic. So as you guys can see, it's going to skip it quite fast, so be ready. The next 5-minute came down and liquidated the lows beautifully and started to hold this support right here, which we can see to the left does make a lot of sense. So this is when I was then saying to the guys, okay, cool. We're up about 20, I think it's about 22 ticks on the futures. This is an intraday trade. I'm going to lock in my gains. Now, if price had rejected like this and then broken back below, top wick held this level, I would have got back in again. So I want to lock in my 22 ticks on this trade because we're coming into very key support, and regardless of what I want to happen and what are going to happen, two different things. I can see we're starting to reject a level. Let me get out of this position. 22 ticks for an intraday trade, just using one contract on my top step account. That's $220 in less than 5 minutes. I'm very, very happy with that scalp. If we break back below this, I will leverage these profits to do the exact same thing again. However, you guys can see then price continued to range and come back much higher. And I believe there was CPI later on. So I was like, pre-CPI, 22 ticks. That's a fantastic trade. And we literally exited at the perfect point. Now, if I hadn't have taken this trade on stream, you guys would be more than welcome to say, bullshit, you did not exit right at the lows. I promise you guys can see from the video coming at the end, that is exactly where I was saying to everyone, okay, cool, we're coming into this big support, we're grabbing previous 15-minute lows, I'm up 22 ticks, I'm gonna lock in my gains. So you guys will see it at the end. And just for the learning purposes, you guys can see these are the liquidity levels I gave live on YouTube for absolutely free for price to come down and grab. You guys can see it took its time, it came towards the news, and you guys can see what do? We grabbed them lows perfectly. Why? Because that's the liquidity level. Anyone who's buying gold here stops below here and stops below here. Therefore, we are trying to short into where most people are trying to long. And as you guys can see, once we did grab the lows, what did? We had an amazing, amazing, amazing continuation higher. Liquidated some 4-hour lows, held 28.75, reflipped back bullish, and had a beautiful, beautiful push up. So if you guys were on the stream where we took this trade, I appreciate you taking the time to tune on. And if you were not, that's fine. Hopefully this recap has helped you guys and given you guys an insight into our liquidity continuation plays. And I hope to see you guys live on stream very, very soon. If not, inside the Traders Club. I'll see you guys there. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Peace.